Ever thought your name and personality may have their own colors? Let's find out at which part of the rainbow your name feels like home. Choose your answers, track your points, and see the result at the end of the video. Question 1. Are you proud of your name, or would you rather change it? A. I wish I could get it changed. B. I'm proud of my name, it's cool. C. No one calls me by my real name anyway. D. I'm indifferent about it. Option A is worth 40 points. Variant B brings you 10 points. C adds 20 points to your basket. And option D gives you 30 points. Number 2. How many nicknames do you currently have? A. I lost count. B. I don't allow people to twist my name. C. Just one. D. My name sounds better than any nickname. If you chose option A, add 10 points to your score. Option B brings you 40 points. C adds 20 points to your account. And option D brings you 30 points. 3. Do you find other people have a hard time remembering your name? A. Nope, I'm unforgettable. B. Even my mom confuses my name. C. I don't know. D. Yes, and it bothers me. Option A brings you 20 points. Add 40 points for option B. Option C brings you 10 points. And D adds 30 points to your score. 4. What flower does your name remind you of? A. Daisies, warm and playful. B. Roses, royal and attractive. C. Lilies, beautiful and mysterious. D. Cactus, independent and defensive. Okay, add 10 points to your score for option A. Add 40 points for option B. Option C brings you 20 points. And D adds 30 points to your score. Question 5. Is your name specific to a certain gender, or is it more universal? A. It is universal. B. I don't know, it's too rare. C. I guess it depends on the country. D. It's specific to a certain gender. Option A is worth 40 points. Variant B brings you 10 points. C adds 20 points to your account. And option D brings you 30 points. 6. Is it hard for other people to pronounce your name properly? A. No, not at all. B. It's hard even for me. C. Sometimes. D. Yes, and it bothers me. Okay, variant A is worth 10 points. Option B brings you 40 points. C adds 20 points to your basket. And option D brings you 30 points. 7. Which one is longer? Your first name or your last? A. Both of my names are equal in length. B. My first name. C. My last name. D. My middle name. If you chose A, add 10 points to your basket. Variant B brings you 40 points. C adds 30 points to your account. And option D brings you 20 points. 8. Do you know any celebrities who share your name? A. Yes, it's very popular. B. No, nobody else has my name. C. I'm a celebrity myself. D. Just one or two celebrities. Option A is worth 40 points. Variant B brings you 10 points. C adds 20 points to your basket. And option D brings you 30 points. 9. Would you describe your first name as more modern or vintage? A. Very modern. B. Vintage. C. Actually, it's pretty ancient. D. It sounds like both. Option A brings 30 points to your score. Variant B brings you 10 points. C adds 40 points to your count. And option D brings you 20 points. 10. Does your name have any spiritual meanings to it? A. Oh yeah, my parents did the homework. B. I'm not really sure. C. Yes, and it means a lot to me. D. I don't think my name means anything specific. Variant A brings you 40 points. Option B is worth 10 points. C adds 30 points to your basket. and option D brings you 20 points. Question 11. What music genre would you associate your name with? A. Classic music. B. Indie pop. C. Rap. D. Hard rock. Option A brings you 40 points. B adds 10 points to your score. Option C brings you 30 points. And D adds 20 points. 12. How would you feel if you met someone else with your exact first and last name? A. Oh wow, a glitch in the matrix. B. Indifferent, it's pretty common. C. Jealous. D. I would make friends with this person. If you chose variant A, add 10 points to your score. Option B is worth 20 points. C adds 30 points to your count. And option D brings you 40 points. You're doing great. Just a few more questions and you'll learn your unique color code. 13. Choose a color that you associate with your name. A. Pink. B. Blue. C. Yellow. D. Orange. Option A brings 10 points to your score. Option B is worth 40 points. C adds 20 points to your basket. If you chose option D, add 30 points. 14. What weather matches your name perfectly? A. Rainy and fresh. B. Warm and cozy. C. Cold and windy. D. Hot and sunny. Option A brings you 40 points. B adds 20 points to your score. Option C brings 30 points. And variant D is worth 10 points. 15. What element do you associate your name with? A. Fire. B. Earth. C. Water. D. Air. Option A is worth 10 points. B adds 40 points to your score. Option C brings you 20 points. And D adds 30 points. 16. What season matches your name perfectly? A. Winter. B. Fall. C. Spring. D. Summer. If you chose option A, add 10 points to your basket. B adds 30 points to your score. Option C brings you 40 points. And D adds 20 points. What food tastes like your name? A. Chocolate ice cream. B. Chicken wings. C. French bakery with coffee. D. Sushi. Option A brings you 10 points. B adds 30 points to your score. Option C brings 20 points. And D adds 40 points to your count. 18. Match your name with the most suitable landscape. A. Calm and sunny desert. B. Breathtaking mountains. C. Mysterious forest. D. White sands and blue sea. Option A brings you 30 points. If you had B, add 10 points to your basket. Option C is worth 20 points. And in case you chose option D, give yourself 40 points. 19. If your name belonged to some patron deity, what would their responsibility be? A. Love and relationships. B. Knowledge and arts. C. Warriors. D. Nature. Okay, if you got A, give yourself 30 points. Option B brings you 40 points. If you had C, add 20 points to your count. Option D is worth 10 points. 20. What personal quality is commonly associated with your name? A. Faithful and loving. B. Passionate and independent. C. Smart and self-conscious. D. Easygoing and open-minded. Option A brings you 20 points. 30 points for option B. Option C brings you 10 points. And D adds 40 points to your score. Okay, it's time to sum up all your points. If your final score is 200 to 350, your name color is red. I'm living in a material world and I'm a material girl. These song lyrics are definitely about you. You radiate health, energy, and the simple joy of just being alive. Your name says that you deeply care about your friends and family. People may perceive you as a warm and trustworthy person. Arts and science may enrich your life with new meanings. If you got 350 to 500 points, your name is golden. It says you're a passionate and charismatic leader. Your bright personality lightens up the world and brings hope to even the most hopeless of situations. People know they can rely on you, but you're picky when it comes to your boundaries and don't allow everyone to use you. That's why you may feel lonely from time to time. But what can you do? The winner stands alone. Those who scored 500 to 650 points have a blue name. Your name says you're a very intelligent, calm, and mature person. You enjoy learning new things and teaching others. Sometimes you tend to overwork and ignore your feelings, but deep inside, you stay a very romantic person with sophisticated taste and a kind heart. People respect your honesty, knowledge, and faithfulness. If you got 650 points and more, your name radiates purple vibes. Are you even from this planet? That's the question you probably heard many times. Your name says you're a very spiritual, wise, and open-minded person with unusual destiny and talent. Your life is full of paradoxes and amazing coincidences, and you probably tend to work in creative areas. You never feel alone even if you're just by yourself, because you have this mystical connection with the universe.